So the other day, I got this box in the mail from Carter & Son Toolworks. Now, to be upfront, this was a gift sent over by them. I did not ask for it. They didn't ask to be in a video. It's not a sponsorship or anything like that. I just thought the least that I could do to say thank you is to include this in the video and share it with y'all. And then also, I just like to be transparent about this kind of stuff, whether I've paid for it, get it for free, whatever it is. I sleep better at night knowing that I'm honest with y'all. So anyways, I do stand by their company, and that's a big reason why I'm doing this. I've been using their bowl gouge for years. Absolutely love it. They're great people, great company. I do stand by them. But don't actually know what's in this box except for a bowl gouge. So let me grab my knife and let's see what's in here. So this is kind of wild, if I'm being honest. I'm kind of speechless. I really didn't know what to expect, but this surpasses that because I like just a moment of vulnerability with y'all. Is I don't feel deserving of this. This is so much. This is a lot. But I really am grateful. So thank y'all for sending this over. Well, now that I'm all emotional, I figured what better time to actually do some turning. So I'm going to get this stuff cleaned up, get it organized, go through it a little bit more, and then I'm going to get the chainsaw ready to go, get a bowl blank prepped. So let's go see what we're going to be turning today. So today I'll be turning this beautiful piece of walnut here. It has a little bit of everything going on with it, especially this gigantic void here at the top, which truthfully is the main reason why I wanted to turn this piece. So if you've been following along with me about a few months now, you'll know that I've really been trying to branch out and experiment a little bit more with my work and be a little bit more artistic. And what that means really for me is try to use more woods that you traditionally wouldn't turn. So stuff like things with this big void in it, things that include the pith, personal preference, turning thinner walls, and overall really just breaking away from everything that I make being a utilitarian piece, something that you have to use. Because stuff like this, the goal for me is to make something that's more meant for display, something that'll go on a coffee table, a bookshelf, mantle, whatever it may be. And that also kind of translates to the design that I want to go with today. Since there is so much going on with this wood, I really want the overall form to be pretty clean and simple because I don't want to distract from all this beautiful wood that's here. And I want that to be the focus. So right now, that's the goal. You know how it goes. Things don't always go as planned, but fingers crossed that everything works out. Either way, I'm really excited for this piece. I'm excited to test out the new gouges. So I'm going to go grab some water real quick, get my mask, and then we can finally get this thing turned. All right, well, everything went according to plan, which is what we wanted. So the only thing is down here at the bottom where it rounds over, there is a little bit of a crack here. Well, not a little bit. There is a crack here. It's not structural or anything like that, so I left it, and when it dries, I'll either keep it natural, stabilize it with some CA glue, or like I did it on a bowl a few months ago, I'll take some leather and potentially do an accent here. I'm not entirely sure yet. I've got a few weeks of sleep on it, but yeah, everything went great. I ended up using a 3/4 inch bowl gouge that they had sent, which, fun fact, is the very first time I've ever used a 3/4 inch bowl gouge. I've always used 5/8, and that thing ate some wood. It was amazing. And then after that, I switched over to their scraper, which took a little bit of getting used to because I'm used to a very shallow curve when that one has a pretty right angle on it, but I loved it. It was great. It was a good tool, but I might go back and soften that curve a little bit. I don't know. I'm gonna use it on a few pieces before I make any changes. So anyways, I'm gonna get this this thing flipped around so we can keep her moving. Well, that went fairly smooth, no complaints. I do wish I had something like a deep hollowing system or just something to where I could get into deeper bowls like this a little bit easier. To be honest, it's pretty intimidating getting back in there. I mean, my curve tool rest, it does a good job. It gets the job done, but I do wish I had something that was just a tad bit safer, but got the job done. We're good to go. Everything stayed intact. So I'm gonna get this thing off the lathe, get it drying. I will see y'all in a few weeks. Well, y'all, it's been a little bit longer than a few weeks. Like I said in my last clip, it's actually been almost 6 months now, but it is what it is. Kind of unintentionally took a hiatus from YouTube, but I did a video on that. Check out my last video, and also you can see me turning a really pretty natural edge pecan bowl, but the bowl is dry. So I'm gonna kind of just jump right into this. I'm excited to get some finish on this. So let me get my mask, get the sander set up, and let's get this thing done. On a side note, normally when I do my sanding, I like to do it with the lathe on and at a slow speed. But this bowl here has some pretty gnarly edges around the outside. I guess that's where they would always be, but either way. So the majority of this sanding will be done with the lathe off, and I'll just rotate it by hand. So I thought I'll just mention that. Alright, so I've got it sanded up to 180, but I wanted to talk about, I've got 2 cracks in this piece. There's a lot of cracks in this piece, but these 2, they're more, I don't know if they're necessarily from drying or what, but I need to do something with them. So last year I turned a bowl from elm, and I did some leather stitching on some similar cracks. And I think for this one, I'm going to do the same. I think it'll look really pretty, especially against the walnut here. And there's just 2 small ones. I'll keep the stitching to like 3 or 5 at most. I want to keep it kind of small, just a small little detail. But yeah, I'm going to do that. Like I said, I've got it currently sanded to 180. And also, on a side note, I know a lot of times I kind of fly through my sanding process with my videos. Multiple reasons why. A lot of it is when it comes to just basic video wise, you know, I work through different grits, but it's the same process no matter what grit I'm on, so it doesn't really necessarily keep the attention for the video. But also, personally, it is my least favorite part of doing bowls or turning in general, so I really just try to rush through it so I don't have to do it for like forever. But if y'all would like to see a video of how I actually sand my bowls and just a video on that, let me know. Because there's a lot of stuff that I actually don't show on camera. Not a lot, but there is some stuff I don't show on camera because, you know, again, I'm just trying to get through the process here. But if y'all would like more of a, I guess, a tutorial or how I personally sand my bowls, I'd be more than happy to do something like that where it's just focused on the sanding portion. But anyways, let me get the drill set up. Let me get my holes drilled on this so I can continue finishing the sanding on the inside, just in case there's any chip away or anything like that from the holes. See how it looks, and then we can flip this thing around. Alright, everything looks pretty clean, so let's finish up the inside. Alright, so I kind of did things a little backwards there. I wanted the foot to be a tad bit smaller than what it was because this is definitely more of a display piece than anything. And so I kind of really like when bowls have smaller foots on them. I don't know what it is about it, but I really do like them. So I did go ahead and turn the tenon down a little bit there. Didn't do it all the way, just did it enough to where I can sand and get the sanding pad down in there without hitting the tenon. Then once I finish sanding this piece, I'll go back and turn the tenon away smaller like I normally do. So yeah, just wanted to kind of explain why I did it that way. But anyways, let me grab the sander. Let's get the outside done. bowl is done, sanding part done. All that's left to do now is to turn the rest of the tin off, so I'm going to go on and get that done. In the meantime, I will see y'all tomorrow when we will get this bowl finished, oiled up, and get that stitching on. So I'll see y'all tomorrow morning. Well, it's finally time to get some oil on this piece here. And for those of you wondering, I am using walnut oil. I'll let you make the connection with that one. But while I do that, I figured, let me talk about what I've really been excited to announce this entire video. And that's for the first time on the channel, I'll be doing a giveaway. Now, since Carter & Sons was so kind to send over those free tools for me to try, I figured it was only right and fair if I paid it forward to y'all, since y'all showed me so much support recently. Well, really the whole time I've been on YouTube, but anyways, what I've done is I went and bought the bowl gouge that I've been using for years now from them, and that is their 5/8 U-shaped bowl gouge. And I did pick up a 20-inch handle, since that's the size of the handle I've been using for a long time as well, because I figured it would be fun to give away the tool that I use for literally 99% of the work that I do. Now, for this giveaway, sadly, I do have to keep it to the US only, and that is for legal reasons, YouTube things, YouTube rules concerning giveaways, and that kind of thing. But I'm hoping if I do any more giveaways in the future, which I would like to, that I could open it up to the rest of the world once I kind of understand the terms a little bit more. Now, to enter in this giveaway, to keep things simple, all you have to do is like this video, be sure you are subscribed to the channel, and then leave a comment. Since this is more woodworker focused giveaway, leave a comment, let me know what is your favorite wood to turn. Now, if you are looking into getting into wood turning, don't hesitate to enter. That's fine and dandy as well. Instead of letting me know your favorite wood to turn, let me know which wood you're looking forward to turning the most. And that's it. That's all you got to do. Now, regarding how I will be selecting the winner of this giveaway, just for transparency's sake, I will be using a random comment selector tool that I've used in the past. I've used them for like Instagram giveaways and that kind of thing, and then they've always worked out really nicely and most importantly very fair. So I figured it'd be a good way to do this one as well. And then also, with that said, just this one comment, that's all you need to do. I'm not going to be doing multiple comments equals multiple entries. I'm just going to keep things simple. Just comment once, and that's all you need to enter in this giveaway. So now that that is all out of the way, this bowl is finally oiled. So let me get this stuff out of the way, get things cleaned up, get that leather, and let's get those cracks stitched up. Alright folks, well, that looks to about wrap things up here. So all I got left to do now is to tie off the stitching, and then we can finally call this bowl done. But if you made it this far, thank you for spending your precious time with me. I really do appreciate it. And then of course, I got to give Carter & Sons another huge thank you for the tools. But anyways, if you enjoyed the video, please be sure to like and subscribe. It really does help out the channel a ton. So with that said, I'm going to finish this bowl, and I'll see y'all next time.